Hello everyone. Hello. Oh, hang on. Hello everyone, I hope you're all well. I'm just checking that all of my sound and everything is working and that you can see me. Hello. It seems to be up and running, which is awesome. Hello everyone, hi. I hope you're all really well. I'm so excited to be here. I'm just going to add, do I need an extra bit of light at this side? Sometimes we need a bit of extra lightage. Let's bring that in. Hello Alison, hi Lucy, hello everyone. I really hope you're well. I think I'm fairly straight, aren't I, for once, which is quite a miracle. I might just zoom in ever so slightly more, just so that you can get a really good view. Yeah, that's not too on the wonk, is it? Once we got looking at everything, you won't notice that we're a little bit wonky. No, I'm not going to interfere with it, because if I do, it'll all go wrong. Hello to Lindsay and Nicola and Jessica and Esther. I'm sorry if I don't say everybody's names. Hi Lunan, how are you? Julie says, watching but got sound down as trying to get the boys to go to sleep. Oh no. And when they see some of this, the release, they may get a bit too excited to sleep. So yes, good idea to have the sound down and don't show them anything. Hello Kimberly, you're so excited for tonight. Oh, that's awesome. So am I. Siobhan, hello. Sarah, Zamara. Oh, I'm so pleased that everyone's here. Raina's here as well. This is awesome. I'm really thrilled to be able to share this with you. I'm just going to close the door a little bit. I do have Rosie by the side of me, so we may have a little cat cameo at some point, but she's fast asleep at the minute, so hopefully we won't disturb her too much. Hello Jane, who was coming up as time for tea. That's no problem. If you come up as time for tea, though, you are responsible for answering any questions that I don't answer. So there you go. Hi Claire. Well, I mean, hello Emma. Oh, this is so awesome. I'm so glad that you could all be with us. I am going to get straight into it because I'm really excited. We need Ant to tell the teaspoons to go to sleep, says Alison. He'll have to do recorded messages. Oh, he will. He's downstairs at the moment, so well out of my way. But if he does pop up to say hello, then we'll have to get him to give us a message. Hello, Debbie. And Nicola says she's half watching as usual, as she's on the phone to her other half. Well, you'll be able to see all of the goodies that we've got. Anyway, even if you can't, hear what I'm saying, you'll be able to see them. If you've already seen our countdown reveals on YouTube, then you're already ahead of the game. But I'm going to be able to talk to you a little bit more detail of all of the release. I don't have a lot of samples with me because we haven't had the team send them in this time, because we're not going to create and craft with this release. Hi Kathy. So I don't have a lot of samples. I've really only got my samples and Jane's samples, but that's fine, because you'll be able to see some more inspiration. Tomorrow we have an Instagram hop and a blog hop, so I'll tell you a little bit more about that, so you're not just seeing my hands flashing about. I'll tell you that as we go along. And obviously there will be images on the website from tomorrow morning that go with all of the products that are available, so you'll be able to get inspiration from that as well. I'm so glad to be here, Kathy. I'm really excited. So I'm going to start with stamps. Let's start with stamps. And I'll show you all of the products first, and then I'll show you the cards that I do have, because some of the cards show multiple products and it will spoil kind of the reveal if I do it all at once. So first up then, we have got the Enjoy the Little Things stamp and die set. So this is the first of the stamp and coordinating die sets, and I'll just put them here for you to be able to look at them. I can just move them in the middle. Hey Jess, yay, let's go, yay. So if I leave them flat, I don't think they glare too much. which is probably what better for you and your eyes. So the Enjoy Yourself stamp set is really, really cute, and the idea behind this was all of these little critters have got their favourite treats, and it's about us all just giving ourselves a little moment of joy. For the cat, he's got a little bucket of fishes instead of a bucket of popcorn or chicken that we might have. We've got a little squirrel with his acorn. We've got the little mouse here. He's in a shopping cart, which I think is really cute. And he's got 2 loaves of bread, 2 baguettes. And the reason behind that is that the baguettes go with the cheese in my head. So he's enjoying some cheese and bread. And then at the bottom we've got a little bunny rabbit with a bouquet of carrots. And then the dog running away with the sausages, which I think is so cute. Yeah, and then you've got little accessories that go with them as well. So we've got a bone for the dog, we've got another little bread roll for the mouse, as well as the cheese. We've got another acorn there, we've got another fishy, and we've got an extra sausage and a carrot. So really, really cute set, and the sentiments that go with it: hope your day is a real treat. We've got enjoy yourself, enjoy the little things, a hi, a yum and an exo. So lots for you to be able to play about with there. Obviously we've got the coordinating dies that go with all of the images, but we also have them to go with all of those sentiments as well, which will make things so much easier for you. I'm just going to have a little look here in my little stack of things to see if I've got any of these guys already coloured up. I don't have all of them to hand because I've used them on samples, but I do have the little squirrel, and I have the adorable little mouse. I don't know if you can see that. I'm going to see if I can bring that a little bit closer. I mean, how cute is he or she? So that's a little mouse. This is an example of how the sentiment will cut out. So it's got a little bit of a wider border to it, which means that it allows you to line it up really easily, but then that makes for a really, really simple way of cutting out your sentiments. And then rather than looking for different shaped banner dies or trimming them down with your trimmer. And then we've got the little dog with the sausages, who I think is really, really cute, really cheeky. And then all of the accessory bits there. I'll not get all of those out, but then you see another little sentiment there as well. So really, really cute. Hello to Laura. Hi. You might say hello back to me one day. That's all of that's the few bits that I've got of that set, just to show you how they look. But I've also got a sample with using these that I'll show you in a bit. So that's the hello. So that's the Enjoy the Little Things stamp and die set. So that's the first of our stamp and die sets. Really, really cute. And next up then, are we ready for another one? I think we should do another one, don't you? This one goes really, really well with the set that you've just seen. So this is the Sweet Village stamp and die set. Now the Sweet Village, I've kept it quite, I suppose, a little bit neutral in terms of it could be a village scene or it could be a shop scene, because the little bit of text that's in there is all really to make your little sort of buildings into sweet little shops. So we've got a diner, we've got ice cream, cafe, sweets, patisserie and pets. So there's a real sweetie theme to these. So that you can use all of those little sentiments there to fit into this little sign here, and then the sign can go on top of any of your little buildings to make them into shops, which is so cute. Liz says she loves the dog with the sausages because that's her dog. That's really cool. I love that. I don't know where he came from in my head, but as soon as he was there, I just knew I had to have him in a set because he looks so cute. Sorry that something's beeping in the background. I'm gonna turn down my sound on my PC so you can't hear it, sorry. Ali says, hello and thank you for my lovely jelly roll pens. Eek, these look awesome. Oh man, I think I will get that one. Julie says she loves the village set as it's so useful. Q, I need to live in the sweet village. That's it. This is going to be so useful because you're going to be able to use it in all of your backgrounds. You're going to be able to build some great scenes with it, and it goes with some of the other sets that are coming up, but also it goes with some of your previous Time for Tea sets perfectly. Jane says, does anyone sense that Jo has a sweet tooth? So I'm going to say to you, I don't have a sweet tooth. Ant has a sweet tooth. He really does. But when it does come to sweets like jelly sweets, they are my weakness. I do love them. But Ant's all about the cakes and the, you know, the pastries and the naughty sweet things, definitely. So as well in the set then we've got some little accessories, and all of these as well you can position either on your buildings or in the windows of some of the buildings to show what is inside those shops. So we've got a sweetie, we've got a teacup, we've got a coffee cup, we've got an ice cream, we've got a little baguette, and we've got another coffee cup, two different styles of coffee cups there as well. We've also got a couple of little tree accessories so that you can really build your scene. And then to add to this, and this is I think one of the design team, Annalisa, I think it was her favourite bit, was the little wee cat and little dog, the tiny miniature. I think they're the smallest characters that I've ever drawn, and they're some of my favourites, and they will just sit really sweetly in your scene because they're so cute. So we've got, again with that, we've got all of the coordinating dies, and we've even got the coordinating dies for those little signs, for the little shop signs, which you don't need to use, but we put them in there anyway because they didn't take up any extra metal, so it was worth doing them just so that if you did want to cut them out and add them on directly on top of your building rather than in the sign, then you can still do that. Just catching up. So yeah, the little teeny tiny animals, they're so cute, aren't they? And the little teeny tiny accessories, I mean, they're just awesome. So that's the Sweet Village. I'll just have another look, see if I've got a little stamped out Sweet Village for you to look at. I think I've only got a couple of these, so I have used them in scenes. So we've got one there in purple and then a little blue one, that's this one down here. And you can see then that you can add in, you know, your little sentiment signs to say what shop this is. I hope you can see that. And then these are some of the little die cuts, which are so cute. So in the patisserie we could have the little baguette in there, and we've also got the little pet shop there. And then we've just got the little that's that one, isn't it? The little coffee cups or the little smoothie cups. We've got the diner there. So many different options and ways that you can use this. You're going to spend hours playing with this set and colouring it in different ways to make different background scenes or different focal points. Using with your different die sets. Really great for using with slimline dies, and I'll show you an example of that shortly. So that's the Sweet Village. Who wants another stamp set? So the next stamp set is a really cool one, and it's one that is going to be really useful in a lot of your projects, and that is the Bold Sentiments stamp set. Now I just need to let you guys know that this does come with a coordinating die set. However, it hasn't arrived just yet. So you won't see any examples from me or the design team where we've been able to use the coordinating dies. There was a little bit of a problem with the manufacturer. So but I didn't want to delay releasing this because it goes so well with all of the other things in the release. I love the bold typography. I think it's really, really, really cool, and makes a really good, you know, big bold statement, as the name suggests, on your card fronts. You can use it with your all of your images, or you could just use it with a really cool blended background using your stencils or some of your dies, your cover plate dies. Be really, really versatile, and you'll use this for lots of different things. So the dies themselves are on extended delivery. They are due to arrive here on Monday, so you won't have to wait too long for them if you want the coordinating dies. They will be ready to ship from Tuesday next week, providing there's no problems with the delivery, of course. So you can order them as part of a bundle. Those of you who've ordered from us before know that we do bundles of stamps and dies together for a limited period, and you can get 15% off the total price, which is really handy. So you will be able to take advantage of that bundle price, but you won't receive your items until the die set arrives and it's ready to ship. So, but that, like I said, that is literally going to be beginning of next week. Not too long at all. So the sentiments that we've got in here, you can build up to make, you know, your own. So you've got the main bold word, and then you've got the sub sentiment. So you've got happy and birthday, or happy everything you could do. You've got treat yourself. We've got sending lots of love, and then we've also got friend and thanks. So so you can build up the you are, so you've got thanks for being an awesome friend, you are friend, you are awesome. You know, you can mix and match them in different ways, and you've also got some little stars as well to help to decorate your sentiment as well, or use them to create your own backgrounds and designs there as well. So they're all really, really useful, and like I say, you can mix and match them and combine them in any way that you want, and the dies are on the way. So the examples that you will see today just have the stamps used, but there are so many different ways that you will be able to use them once you've got the coordinating dies. So when they arrive, we will give you some inspiration as well on YouTube and on here on Facebook, just so that you can see how useful they will be. And then another stamp set, anyone? Lots of love for the bold sentiments. That's really cool. Thank you. Really like the size. Yeah, and I'll show you an example of the size on an A2 size card, so that you can see just how, you know, what an impact they make shortly. So next up we have another stamp set. This stamp set is really, really cute. It's our Cafe Critters. And again, I'm just going to lay it flat so we don't get too much glare. This again is a really adorable set. There's lots to it. Some smaller images so that you can build up a scene, but really, really cute. You're really going to enjoy playing with this and colouring this one. So we've got our little cafe here, which reminds me a little bit of the tea shop that we used to own here, here in our home village. So I think when I designed it, I was thinking of that. You've got a little street lamp, and then you've also got the little bistro table and chairs here. Now, when the design team really helped me with this one, because originally I'd done the little bistro table and chairs much smaller, and added more sentiments and a larger images. But what they really wanted was for those little characters to be able to sit on those chairs, and use the bistro set as a little bit more of a feature. So I redesigned the set, to accommodate those ideas because I thought they were great, and I'm really glad that I did it, because I've now got everything you need to make a really cute sort of street cafe scene. So the little bistro table and chairs is really cute, and you've got a little dog, little cat holding a cup, and then the little bunny with outstretched paws. So these two here have got their paws outstretched so that they can hold on to some other little items that they might be enjoying while they're having some brunch or breakfast or afternoon tea. So we've got a teacup, we've got a little cupcake or muffin, a donut, we've got a smoothie cup, and we've got a little croissant. And I think everybody on the team has loved the fact that we've got a little croissant. It's really cute. We've got the Sentiment Cafe, which fits perfectly in the awning of the cafe itself, so you can give that a little bit of a title. You've got the Sentiment Yum, you've got XO, and then the sentiment here of Let's Catch Up. So it's a great one to send to a friend if you just want to, you know, get in touch with them and arrange a bit of a cup of coffee, you know, outside your favourite cafe. Julie says we need Time for Tea sentiment stamp. Yes, I know. We did have, it's retired now, a Time for Tea set back in the day. So we may have to look at doing something like that in the future. I've got a few ideas about how we can do that. So watch this space. But you're going to be able to, as you can with most of our stamp sets, you can mix and match the characters and the sentiments across the range, so you can come up with something completely unique. You don't just have to use the stamps that are in this set. As always, we have the coordinating dies, and we also have the sentiment dies as well. So everything you need to make your scene. The only thing that we don't actually have a die for in this set is the world's tiniest heart. So again, that little heart can just be used as a little bit of a bit of decoration in the background. You can have little hearts coming from your little characters into the sky. I just think that's really cute. So that's next stamp set. We have two more stamp sets. So this is a you know, lots of stamp sets in this release. Really cute. All working together so far, those first few. These are a little bit different, but will work together as well. And I absolutely love these. These are some of, you know, my favourite stamps to work with, because they involve food. So it may not be a sweet tooth, but I'm obviously hungry when I'm designing, because all I seem to be designing this time around is food. So these stamps here are great for your Valentine's Day or for birthdays, and just cards to ones you love, even to partners that you work with, friends who you know feel like you couldn't live without them. So we've got, this is the We Go Together stamp set. Jane says, love these, they're definitely on your shopping list. Yay! So we've got the donut with the sentiment, I don't know what I would do without you, which is really cute. We've got the little pie here, and he's got a little bit of steam coming out of the top there in the shape of a heart, which is really cute. He's already got a little face on him, and his sentiment is you're a real cutie pie. The donut doesn't have a face on him, but you can pop a face on him, because we've got 3 different faces. And the reason that I didn't put a face on everything was because I thought you might want to build your character to determine whether it was a boy or a girl or whatever you wanted to do. So so you've got the 3 different faces, one with the eyes closed, one with the eyes open, and one with a little tash. The same goes for the 2 little pairs. So again, you could have one with a moustache, one with the eyes open, or one with the eyes closed, or vice versa. And the sentiment that goes with that is we are the perfect pair, which is so cute. And then the title of the stamp set is We Go Together. So we go together like toast and jam. And so we've got the toast here, and again you can add a little face to your toast, and then we've got the toaster to go with it. And I just think that the toaster is so cute, and I can see the toaster appearing again in the future because I just love colouring these guys in. Really, really cute. Coordinating dies as always, and coordinating dies for the sentiments. So a really, really sweet set, really, really versatile again. And I think what I find, this is a really good one for the guys because it's still cute, so we're going to enjoy playing with it. But it's also it's got a little bit of a cheeky edge to it, and isn't like, it's not like your little cute characters like your cats and your bunnies and things. These are I think are a little bit more universal. I'll show you some of these characters because I haven't used all of these yet. So you've got the little donut there. Oh, and this is my little toaster, look. And the jam, and I've given the jam a little face, and then the sentiments you can see there. We go together like toast and jam. Really cute. I'll just have a quick look at some of these sentiments. Julianne loves the little toaster. Lucy says she loves the toaster and wants to put moustaches on them all. I know, that's it. That'll be Aunt's favourite. I know all the ones that I do for Aunt are going to have a moustache. Alison loves the toast, and Cam says adorbs. Raina says cute stamp sets. Kimberly loves this one and it's perfect for Valentine's Day. It really is. Petra, hello, says I'm listening while crafting but forgot to watch what you showed. Oh, bless you. We'll have to do a recap at the end, won't we? So really, really cute. They look adorable when they're coloured up. And yeah, they are perfect for Valentine's Day, but I think you could use these at all times of year, not just Valentine's Day. I could just imagine that these are the kind of cards that I would send to Anne because he's, you know, being a guy in his 30s, this is the kind of thing that he wants to see, you know. So that's that one. Final stamp set then for tonight, for the release. This is the Let's Spoon. So this is the second stamp set that has been designed really for my other half, for Anne. This one is even cheekier, so be prepared. It's nothing too wild, but it is a little bit cheekier than some of our other sets. So if there are any teaspoons watching, hopefully you won't have to explain too much what some of these sentiments mean. But the characters are really, really cute as always, and like I said, really, really versatile. So while it is very good for Valentine's, again it is still awesome for other times of year. So we've got the two little spoons, which you could use for your teaspoons, but not with the sentiment that we've got in the set. So we've got two little spoons that are holding hands, happy as anything, and the sentiment that goes with that is let's spoon. I don't think I need to explain. We've got the pizza, which is a heart pepperoni pizza. Cam, you're absolutely right. So instead of the traditional toppings, we've gone for heart-shaped toppings, and the sentiments that go with that are you stole a pizza, my heart, and I love you to pizzas, which is that's, to be fair, that's probably my favourite of them all because I love pizza. Pizza is, you know, it really should say, you know, I love you more than pizza, but I don't think I could send that. No. And then we've got the little light bulb with the little smiley face, and the little heart-shaped filament on the inside. And the sentiment on here is you light up my life. That's the safe sentiment. But then we also have the little bit of cheeky, you turn me on. And that comes with a little light switch as well. So you can team up the little light switch and the light bulb, and the sentiment there as well. Great for anniversary cards, Julianne. Absolutely perfect for those kinds of things. Because again, I think these are really great ones for the guys. Just something that's going to make them chuckle a little bit. And then we've got 2 little avocados. And the 2 little avocados have got different expressions on their face. And we also have this little circle here. And this solid circle you can use to stamp the little stone bellies of our 2 avocados, should you want to. And then the sentiments that go with this are, let's have a cuddle and you guac my world, which I think is really adorable as well. And then you've just got an extra little heart there to really emphasise your point. So these are super fun to colour, Jane, I agree. They are really, really fun. I've loved playing with these. Have I got any that are that I've not used on a... Let's have a look. Oh, I have, yes. So these are some that I've not used on a card yet. So we've got the little pizza there. We've got oh, that's from the other set, and it was in the wrong little bag there. So that's our little pears with the moustache. So that's from that set. And you can see how these can really work together as well, which is you know, if you love your food stamps, then you're going to really enjoy that. So, and if you love a food pun, you're buzzing. So, and then we've got some different, see, I've just stamped some of these in different, you know, either heat embossed white on black, or you can do it just, you know, on white cardstock, and then you can cut out those sentiments with your coordinating dies without any issues. So they're the only ones that I've got there to show you, because I've used the others in examples. But really, really cute. I hope you'll agree. I love them. I really do. And I've got loads of ideas. The team have come up with some great inspiration. So yeah, you're going to really enjoy playing with those. Now let me see if I can find... There we go. Oh, I didn't show you this actually. This was so before we move on to the dies that are in this month's release, I'll just quickly show you how I stamped out, because we don't have the coordinating dies. I did stamp out all of the sentiments from the Bold Sentiments set. So we've got the happy birthday, treat yourself, sending lots of love, thanks for everything, you are awesome, and that would go with the friend. So you would do friend, you are awesome. So that's how they all go together. And then obviously you've got your little heart, your little stars as well. So I just, you know, wanted to show you how beautifully they look when they're all stamped out and they're teamed with their coordinating sub-sentiments. So cool. Oh, I'm so excited about this release, can you tell? It is really, really cool. So, deep breath. Whew, and just have a little drink. So I should have mentioned at the beginning as well, all of those of you that have commented so far are all in with a chance of winning items from the new release. So if you're watching and you've not commented yet, please do comment, because everybody who's watching the live tonight who comments will be in with a chance of winning a prize. So yeah, I wanted to just make sure that you guys knew that, because I know there's a lot of you watching, and yeah, if you want to win, then please do comment. So next up, what should we start with? Let's start with our oh, I can't remember, it's gone out of my head, A2 Stitched Hearts die set. Julie says she feels like she's going to be skint after this release. Bless you. So there are, I know this is quite a sizable release, not the biggest we've done, but it is a good size. So I do understand that, you know, that it's one of those things that, you know, you look and you're like, oh, I want everything, but you know, it will be around for a while. So you know, get what you can afford. But I know you are going to love all of what we've got to show you. So this A2 Stitch die set is awesome. It fits the US size card bases. So what I wanted to do was offer you a really good mixture this time around of A2 sizes, standard UK A6 sizes, and also some slimline dies as well. So you've got everything in this set that you might need. Laura says she's here for the dies. Lauren loves this die set. Lucy says it's a great release, yay. And Claire says she really needs the pears and a toaster. No idea why, but I do. Yeah, exactly. Doesn't need to be a reason. You just want it. Julie says it's nothing unusual. Need most of it, if not all of it. Bless you. Hello, Barbara. Do comment. You could possibly win a prize. So this set has got a bit of everything. You've got your frame on the outside, and it's got all of these gorgeous stitched hearts that go all the way around. Now this piece excuse me, this piece in the center that is open doesn't cut, so if you want to, you can cut this entire piece with the hearts around the outside and it will be a solid piece. So that's one option. The other option is to use this die that's here, which has got stitches on the inside. So this will cut out a stitched rectangle panel, but it will also cut out this hole in the middle of your die, which will then give you a frame. So that's another way of using it. You could take this stitched panel and use that as a separate panel on your card front. You have this die in the middle here. Again, it's another rectangular die which layers up against this one, so you could layer these two together to create yet another option. And then you could use this one on its own, again as an aperture in another card to give you another option. And that we've not finished. There's still more that you can get from this die set. We've given you everything we can think of. So we've got two heart shapes in the centre here so that you can cut out multiples. And you've also got 3 sentiments here. You've got hugs, hi and XOXO, which can be used to create like your little candies. And you all know the ones that I mean. So I did cut these out. And what I will just explain, if I can find them, what did I do with them? There they are. So the reason that we've given you 2 of the hearts, because they are exactly the same, but you can then cut what you need in one pass. So here you can see that I've cut hi out of one of the hearts, and then the other heart I cut out of some plain cardstock to then just sit on the back. So this gives us the little candy inspired look, and it doesn't have to be white cardstock on the back. It can be coloured cardstock. It can be, you can do what you layer it up however you want. You could use pattern paper on the front, depending on what you're going to do with it. So you can see that I've cut 3 out there, and I've used my distress inks to colour them, so that they're in different kind of pastel-y candy colours. And you could have loads of these on the front of your card. It would be amazing to do something like that. Or you can have them, just stacked in between your heart frame. This is the rectangle that will cut out of the centre of your background there. And then, like I say, you can layer up the middle piece like so with some contrasting cardstock or pattern paper. Loads of options with this die set. This is one that you're really going to turn to, I think, time and time again, because just simply for those stitched hearts even around the outside, because they look so great framing your project. So that's that. Critters with their eyes covered up with little bandanas and swag bags. Is this is you all doing a heist, isn't it? You want me to design a stamp set that is you guys doing a heist. It's really cute. Lynn says she wishes it was A6. Well, the thing is, Lynn, is that we do things, we try things out. If this works really well in A2 and people really want it in A6, then we can do something similar in A6 in a future release. So don't worry, Julie says that there was previously released a stitch panel with cover plate with A6. There was absolutely, Julie, very similar but different. I will quickly show you that now you mentioned it, because it does happen to be at the front of my my set of dies here. So this one is the A6 size. It's stitched on the outside and then it's got all these tiny little stitched hearts. So that one's already available in the shop and is really, really versatile as well. So you see, you want the frame, don't you? And you want the bits in the centre, don't you, as well? So, I mean, like I say, Lynn, it may come in the future in A6 if it proves to be a popular die. Stitched hearts are so on trend, says Julianne. I didn't realise I was so on trend. Everybody feels like they're going to be skint after this release. Lorena says she loves it. Samara says very pretty die. Lorena says, oh my god, I need this too. Yay! Well, wait till you see what else we've got coming. So while we're talking about cover plate dies, while we're talking cover plate dies, I'll show you the next one that's in the release. This is the Geometric Snowflakes, and I named it Geometric Snowflakes because we're releasing it during winter time, and I'm expecting some snowflakes before February is out. However, when I've got the die and I've been playing with it, there are so many other things that come to mind when I'm using it, and it doesn't just have to be for snowflakes. So they're flowers if you look at it in one way, they're cubes if you look at it in another way, they're diamonds in another view. So depending on how you colour this up and what you add to it in terms of your images or your sentiments, it can be whatever you want it to be. It's just really beautiful. All of the bits for shaker elements, Julie, what a great idea. Laura says, the A6 cover plates are impossible to find. I spent the week looking and Time for Tea is the only option you found. Really? I find that really surprising. I know a lot of companies that do stamps and dies similar to my sort of style are mostly based in the US, aren't they? So they will do A2 sized panels. What we try and do here is do a mixture of both if we can. Obviously it's an expensive business replicating everything, so we can't do everything in all sizes, but where we can we'll try and offer you options, trying to give you options basically. So, and like I say, if things are popular in one size and people really want it in another size, then we can look at doing that in the future. Hi Katrina, how lovely of you to join us. I hope you're well. Julie can see frozen snowflakes. Petra says that would make a cool puzzle card. I don't know what a puzzle card is, but I feel like I want you to show me, Petra. I think that would be awesome. Cam says she likes it a lot, and Julie also sees the cubes. Yeah, when you hold it a certain direction, you can see the cubes. Really cool. So, again, I've got an example. I can show you that shortly. In fact, I've got a piece cut out of black here, just so that you can see what it looks like when it's cut out. You could do with a white. So this isn't an A6 card base, this is an A2 one. So you can see how it's a little bit narrower and a bit longer, the A6 size. Just puzzle in all the small parts with different colours. Petra, that would be an absolute work of art, and I need you to do it. That would take some time, paper piecing it. I think that's what potentially is what I think you mean. Paper piecing would be so cool. You could just paper piece some of the little flower shapes in, not all of them. Oh, it would be so cool. That's a really great idea. I'm going to have to steal that one. Okay, so it looks beautiful in black. Some of the design team have done a bit of ombre colouring with their blender brushes and distress oxides, and then cut it out. I've cut it out in white as well, and I'll show you that shortly. So really, really cool. Love that. See, if you wanted to really draw attention to the cubes, how you paper piece your colours back in will emphasise the cube shape rather than the snowflake shape. funny, isn't it? How the black has helped those cubes show up. It's a bit of you know, it's one of those that tricks your eye. Oh, throw my card all over the place. So, but it's really cool. Shall we show you some slimline dies now? So we've got 3 slimline die sets this time around. So they're a little bit hard to show on screen here. I have to show them kind of landscape because they don't quite fit on screen if I show it the other way. Julie's saying you could make a Blockbusters board. That would be amazing. Hello Annalisa. Yeah, lines of diamonds, Jane. That would be cool. This is a fabulous die, and I really, really love this. I really enjoy playing with this one. And I can't wait to do some examples with this. I've got an example to show you from one of the design team, which is incredible. But this is so good for paper piecing in particular, and for creating some beautiful frames. You could make an amazing shaker card. You don't have to make it a shaker card, but there's so many options with it. I have just cut it out of some white cardstock. I could do with a bit of let me get a bit of cardstock just to put behind it so that you can see it a little bit better. Come here. So we've got a bit of cardstock. So and obviously you can, you know, you can team it with any of your other Time for Tea images. It doesn't just have to be ones from this release. You can just put a sentiment over the front of it. It's amazing. So Lorena says, I need money. That's it. That's why everyone's doing a heist. Hi Naomi, how are you? Katrina says, so unique. Yeah, I'm hoping. I mean, it's really hard. There's so many companies out there doing different wonderful things, and I want to give you things that you want to enjoy crafting with. So if there's a particular thing that you like to you know, then we might try and do our version of it. But I also want to bring you stuff that you've not seen before, and this I think is very unique, and I think it is it's all hand drawn by me, and is, like I say, I think it's just really fun. You're going to really love playing with this one, and I think we will come up with different stamp sets in the future that will coordinate with this so that you can make some more fun scenes. But I can see our little fairies on here. I can also see our flying by stamp set with our paper plane. Let me try saying that without spitting all over the place. Paper plane pals. Wow, that was tough. But our paper plane pals would look great flying across this background, I think. So yeah, hi Ben. So really, really cool. The unicorns, yes, of course, the unicorns would look great on this background. So many different just so many different ways of using it, and perfect for shaker cards, absolutely. So that is the Sky's the Limit die set, this one's called, and I think that's really, really awesome. So Sky's the Limit. We have got next up, this one is an addition to kind of our essential dies collection. So we've got our essential hearts, simple hearts nesting dies. We've got our simple circles nesting dies. We've done our A2 and A6 layering dies. We've now got the simple slimline nesting dies to go with that. So the largest of these, I can't remember now, I think it's 8.5 by 3 inches is the largest, and then obviously you've got all of the increments going down. The one in the centre is absolutely spot on, perfect for your sentiments. Obviously you might not have a sentiment this long, you can just trim off the edge, but the width or height of it, yeah, is perfect for your smaller sentiments. So I think you will use that quite a lot for your sentiments. And the great thing is that they are all hollow, so you can see where you're positioning it to line that up. But I've got some really great examples of how you can use this to layer up your cardstock with a nice 0.5 centimetre gap, but then you can also use it to create apertures as well. Julie says she wants to get out her unicorns now. Maybe if she gets time between everything else and the new release arriving, you may get round to it. So that's Julie who's already decided she's placing an order. Everyone's agreeing on the unicorns as being a great idea. And the rainbow and clouds die, Kimberly's loving it, which is awesome. So we have the essential slimlines there. I think you're going to love that. And then the final slimline one we've got for this evening is our stitched slopes. This one, I love it. I've used it in a sample I'll show you shortly, but it's so versatile. You can use, it's called Stitch Slopes because again we're doing this in winter, and if I just turn this way around, you can see that you could use these as slopes. But they could also be waves, they could be grass banks. Each one could be something different and a different scene. And these stitched areas, because it's got stitching all the way around, could also be roads. And I'll show you what that could look like a little bit later. So Lynn says that she's been waiting for the stitch slopes. They're so, I'm absolutely loving these. Mina says, could you please repeat how big the rainbow and cloud cover die is? I don't think I said, which is my fault. I'm so sorry. I do believe it's the same size as the largest die in the nesting dies. They're all the same size. So let me just measure it just to make sure that I'm not lying to you. Because I do these things and I forget. So yeah, 8.5 inches. Do you want inches or do you want centimetres? By 3.5. So 8.5 by 3.5 is the outer portion of the Sky's the Limit. That will be the same, and then for the largest in our nesting dies, again 8.5 by 3.5. There you go. Katrina says she's going to be ordering the nesting dies. They're so useful because you can also use the largest die as a bit of a guide to create your card base. So if you fold your cardstock and position this one of your longer lengths just outside of that fold, so it doesn't cut into the fold, you create your own card base, which is great. Is that DL size or slimline? So it's not the same size as a traditional UK DL card size. It is more the US slimline card size that tends to be more favoured. The DL size from memory is around 9 inches by 4, I believe. So this is slightly smaller than that. I hope that makes sense. So so that's those. Oh, and I've got one of these cut out to show you. And these are great for paper piecing as well. So we've got, this is your slopes, look. So, and I'm showing it you this way just because I want to make sure, actually it should fit on just about there, shouldn't it? So there you go. So we've got those lovely little waves or slopes that again you can then paper piece all of these bits back in. So here are some of the bits that I've cut out. I just need to remember which way around they go. That's that one, isn't it? So you can paper piece some of these back in. You can you know, ink blend them. Have I pulled out the same one twice? Who would have thought that I would do that? That one goes in there. So you can, you know, ink blend them in different colours, create a dimension, make some of them shaker elements. Really, really cool. I literally use my Time for Tea layering dies every day, says Alison. I think, is that Jane who's Time for Tea saying that she loves that die? and Julie says, you're just about to say could be waves and use mermaids with it. So the other thing that I will just say in terms of the versatility of this, there will be some stamps coming up in the summer that will be awesome for this. That's all I'm going to say. But if you're thinking waves, you're thinking sea, then you're going to want this die. So, so I'm going to pop this back in here and we'll move on to our final two dies. So, the final two dies are sentiment dies. And again, I'm going to keep that because I've got the cut out examples to show you, just so that you can see them on here. So the first of our sentiment dies this month is the Love Intertwined, and I've called it Love Intertwined because obviously the letters are all intertwined with each other. And it's also vertical, which I think is really cool, and it cuts out a really lovely delicate shape, but then you can paper piece all of these bits back in. You can ink blend behind it, layer those pieces up so that you can create maybe a bit of a shaker. Really, really cool. Some great examples from the team of this as well, and I've done a sample too. Where is my example? Here we go. So here is it cut out so that you can see how lovely and delicate it is. So that's it just cut out of some plain white cardstock, and it still looks really, really stunning. Julie says that she loves this die. Jane says it was her favourite. Laura says she loves this. Raina says, my crafty mojo just got up and went for a while, but I can feel it coming back now I'm seeing this release. Oh, that's so cool. Katrina says she loves this and it's perfect for critters to peek behind from. That's such a good idea. And do you know what, we've not really done an example like that yet, so I think that's one for you to do, Katrina. Lorena says it's so cute. It is really, really beautiful. There are so many different ways that you can use this, and like I say, you're going to see some examples. But I've cut it out of different coloured cardstock, and I just love how it looks in every single way. And then, like I say, you can just paper piece those little elements. If I could pick it up with my nails, it would help. You can just paper piece those bits back in to create a completely different look, and it's just really cool. So yeah, I love that. I love that. But I do. So let's pop that back in there. So while we're just coming to our final die, what I wanted to just mention to you in terms of inspiration and crafty mojo, there is a blog and Instagram hop happening tomorrow. So the release goes live at 9 AM on our website. I'm also really hopeful that not far behind it, the release will be available at Simon Says Stamp. So if you've got any customers, any friends out there who are looking for our new release in the States, I'm hoping that it is going to be available at Simon Says Stamp in the next few days. It is literally been winging its way to them this week, and we were hoping that it would be delivered today. So that will mean that it will hopefully be available in the next couple of days. So you guys won't have long to wait if you're overseas. Raina says, on a side note, I love your nail colour. Oh, thank you so much. I've just kept it simple this month, but they probably need a little bit of a touch up now. But yeah, thank you. So we do have the blog hop tomorrow and Instagram, so it's running simultaneously on Instagram and the blog, and you can take part by either joining one or the other or both. And if you comment as you go through the hop, you will be in with a chance of winning a £25 voucher for the Time for Tea store. That means you can spend that on anything you like. It doesn't just have to be the new release, but obviously I imagine there will be some new release items popping in there. And the more that you comment, the more chance you have of winning. And if you comment in both the blog and the on Instagram, obviously you're also increasing your chances of winning too. So that will be, that starts from 8 AM tomorrow. You'll get loads of inspiration from the design team who've done a fabulous job as always, coming up with some great designs for us. And yeah, so that will be live before everything's available for sale. So you'll have a chance to go through some of those things, perhaps over your breakfast in the morning, decide what things you want to pop in your cart, and then you'll be able to do that from 9 o'clock tomorrow. So really cool. So I'll shut up talking for a minute. Well, I won't. I'm going to show you something. I'm going to show you some more goodies, and then I'll reconfirm everything. Lauren says she loves a wee Insta hop. I do. I really love a hop, and I love all the inspirations. So hopefully you will enjoy ours tomorrow. And you may want to send somebody a little I love you lots card along the way. So this is a large sentiment die, and I love large sentiment dies. I know there's a couple of companies that have started doing these, and we just knew we had to have our versions of them because they make such a wonderful statement. They're a great place to add your critters as well. Excuse me, I just have to blow my nose out. So they are such a lovely way of adding a focal feature to your card, and they are all hand drawn by me, so they are unique, and that's one of the things that I wanted to just say. They are unique. So so yeah, love you lots. And I'll show you what this looks like when it's cut out, because I've cut it out and I actually did a bit of ink blending on this one, but I didn't actually use it on a card, or I didn't get a chance to. So if I get that A2 card base back and pop it on there, you can see just what an impact that makes. Lots of love for this one, I can see already. Lauren says she's not got time for anything in the morning, but getting everyone ready and out. So morning break is when you start to shop. I totally get that. And yeah, lots of love for this. A super die. Oh my god. Great that it's all connected, says Annalisa. Exactly. So that was one of the key features that I wanted for this, is that you'll be able to cut it out in one pass, and you won't need to start fiddling trying to fit it all together. It does just come out in one piece, and looks really, really cool. Alison says she loves this one lots. Lol. Lauren can see it with critters around it. Lucy says the die looks fab, a really good size, and would look so cute with a critter or two peeking out. Julie says, oh wow, so much, and we haven't even got to stencils yet, assuming there are stencils. There normally is. So guys, there are no stencils this time around. I'm really, really sorry. I didn't have time to get the order in with the manufacturer. So what we decided to do was, the other thing is, we do have a lot of really cool stencils that will go with this release. So we decided, or I decided, should I say, that this time around we wouldn't do stencils. However, the next release will include stencils that will also work with these sets, and with your future sets as well. So so yeah, I'm sorry to disappoint, but there wasn't enough time to get everything done, unfortunately. But I will say that our Scattered Hearts stencil is awesome. So I'm just going to show you this. Oh, she says, here we go. So mine's in old packaging, yours will be in new packaging. So I'm going to get this out to show you. The Scattered Hearts stencil has been around for a little while, and this will go perfectly with all of these sets. It's a really, really, really fun, versatile stencil. I love this one. So again, it's a good one. If you haven't already got it in your stash, and I know some of you, you know, will have already got this because it's been super popular. I've had to reorder it a couple of times. So if you haven't got that, that's a good one to go with this particular release. And we also have a couple of the masking stencils which would go with this one as well. So a couple of different options in the stencils that we already have. Petra says you can always use the new background dies as stencils as well, which is also a very good idea. Julie says, no, I love my Time for Tea stencils onto my second folder, however, more money for more other items. That's true. So that does give you, you know, a few more pennies for other things, doesn't it? That there is always a bright side. I love your thinking. Lauren says, I don't think I have that, but at the stage I need to check my Time for Tea inventory before you order. See, now you know you've got you've got quite a lot of Time for Tea stuff when you can't remember everything that you've got and you need to check. So that's all of the stamps and dies. I'm just going to quickly show you this as well, because this is something that has been out of stock for quite a while, and while we're thinking kind of in terms of Valentine's is coming up, the Love Sentiment die is a really versatile one. It's got your scripty sentiment and then the outline die that goes with it. This is a really good one to have in your stash for any time of year. So I just wanted to let you guys know that this is now back in stock. It's been out of stock for ages, but it's back now. So that might be one that you want to kind of add to this collection as well. So shall we give you a little bit of inspiration, and then I've got a couple of other things to show you at the end that are extra little items that have just come in today. And will be listed ready for the release tomorrow and go perfectly with all of the items that you've seen, but you won't see any of it on any samples because they did literally only just arrive with me today. So first example I'm going to show you is this absolutely gorgeous display card scene. This is one that's done by Jane Vaughan, and this is just a perfect example of how all of these sets work together. So we've got the cafe critters here, but then the Sweet Village is also in the background, which is really, really cute. And then she's used our display card die set to create this lovely 3D scene. I just think that's really, really adorable. I love it so much. Really, really sweet. So that's an example of where you can kind of use everything in one scene to make something really, really incredible. And then I've kind of gone, I suppose, the other way with this one and kept it a little bit more simple. So this is our inverted scalloped frame that comes with the smile sentiment. And I've used that to frame my one of the little buildings from the Sweet Village, but I've kept it as a house. And then I've used the little cat that's in that set with the little trees. And I've used the sentiment, sub-sentiment from the Bold Sentiment stamp set to create the You Are Awesome. So again, I just think that that's a really, really sweet card to send to anyone. An example of how I've used the Love Intertwined next, and I've also used that Scattered Heart stencil actually in the background that we were just talking about. So, and you all mentioned about how the critters could be around this sentiment. This is a perfect example of that. So we've got the Love intertwined down the middle, and then we've got our little critters from the Enjoy the Little Things stamp set, but instead of stamping out Enjoy the Little Things, I just stamped out the little things to team up with the word love. So we love the little things, and for these guys, those little things are fish and carrots. And I paper pieced my my bits back into the word there, and I layered up the outline with 3 layers of cardstock so there was a bit of dimension, and then I added some of my stickles to make it shimmery. I don't know if you can see that actually. Can you see the stickles shimmering? So yeah, you could see that, couldn't you, shimmering away. So Julie says, stunning, love this one, and the colours are not what I'd normally use but look fab. No, they're not what I would normally use, and what happened with this one, Julie, is that I'd coloured up my images first. So I got yellow and blue in my images, so that kind of determined how I did the rest of the card really. So sometimes that's how it works, doesn't it? This next card, let me just pop that up there. This next card then, Julianne says she's got to sign off now, but we're taking part in the blog hop tomorrow. Love it all, Jo. You've smashed it again. Thanks for the preview. Bye, everyone. Oh, thank you so much for joining me, Julie. I know sometimes we can go on a little bit, but there's always so much to share when I get so excited. But thank you for joining us, and your name's in the draw, so you never know, you might win a prize. So this one is an example of where I've combined, obviously I've used a lot of the stamps and dies from the Cafe Critters to create the scene, and I've used the simple slimline nesting dies to create this frame, which was perfect. I also used it to help me design my card base, so I used the dimensions there, used the die to help me line that up. And then I used our slimline landscapes die to create the little road for our cafe to sit on. So that was a really fun one to do. I've also used the fluffy cloud stencil in the background as well. So yeah, I really enjoyed making this one. It was really lots of fun to do, and used lots of elements from the stamp set, which was really fun to colour. Thank you, Josh. Thank you for joining us. The next one is another example of a slimline, and this is the stitched slopes, and this is the example I showed you where the stitched lines could actually be roads. So I've used the Sweet Village, as you can see here, and the village is nestling in amongst each of these roads, which I can imagine going up a hill. And I've used other elements like the little tree there, the dog. I've added an ice cream to the top of the ice cream parlour, sweet to the sweet shop. And then the sentiment, I hope your day's a real treat, just fits at the top. I was really pleased with how that one turned out. It's just such a good way of showing off that die and all of those cute little buildings. Next up then is one of our little cheeky sets, but this also shows how you can use that geometric snowflakes die to not look at all like snowflakes. It just looks like a really cool background. So this is from the is it from which one is this from now? Come on, use your brains. It's not, yeah, it's from the Let's Spoon. It's been a long day. So this is from the Let's Spoon, obviously with the little light bulb and the light switch with the You Light Up My Life, and then the glow coming from behind that that background die just is really, really effective, and that's really all it needs. And it was such a quick and simple card to make. I think that just looked really, really good. And you can see the diamonds in the panel, yeah. So we've got a couple of examples next of how that love intertwined die is being used to look so completely different. So I've got, I need to make some space. I've got another slimline example using the nesting dies from the simple slimline nesting set. So that's being used just to create my layers on there with some patterned paper, and then the sentiment Let's Spoon. And then we've got a shaker here, which is awesome, and some of the Bokeh Bubbles stencil being used in the background, so that's really cool. And then we've also got an example of where it's been paper pieced, and one of the sentiments from our sentiment card sets. So, and some confetti stenciling in the background. So 3 very different ways of using that, which just show how versatile that die actually is. Really, really love that. So let's just pop those there, getting surrounded by all these lovely cards. This one I want to show you is an example of that A2 stitched frame. So we've got the A2 stitched frame with the centre cut out of that to make an aperture, and then 3 of the little pieces from the Let's Spoon set, and then I've stamped out the bold sentiment Love 5 times in the centre of my aperture, and the the sub-sentiment of You to Pieces. Now, in the original stamp set, in the stamp set itself, it says I love you to pieces, but I've just stamped out the bit that says You to Pieces, so that makes sense with the rest of my sentiment. So again, you play with your sentiments in that way. You don't just have to use them as they're dictated on the stamp set itself. Mix them up, chop them up, so that they work with your own personalised message. And then the final one to show you that I've got here is the one using the Sky's the Limit slimline. This is a stunner. I mean, look how beautiful this is. It's a shaker card as well, so I hope that you can see that. It is absolutely beautiful. Loads of work's gone into this. It's really beautifully layered up. And then we've got our cute little fairies from the Fairy Garden stamp set. I just think it's incredible. The rainbow looks amazing. It's just gorgeous. So, and who wouldn't love to receive that? So yeah, so those are the examples that I've got here. Like I say, we've not got loads of them here at the moment. But the last couple of things that I want to show you are going to go really, really well with all of the stuff that we've shown you today. And the first one that I'm going to show you is, I'm super excited about this. And this, you know, is not a sexy item, but it is a necessary item. So I know you guys have seen me use this a lot. This is our super enormous 40 meters of shaker tape. It's a big one. It's 2 millimeters in depth and 5 millimeters in width. It is perfect for your sentiments, for adding for this card in particular. If you wanted to add tape around the edges of here, it will fit perfectly within the dimensions of your die there, to give you some you know, to give you some elevation and dimension. So this is a great one. You're going to love it. And a lot of you love this one already. So, but some of you will have seen me use some that's this wide. So hopefully you can see that. So this is an inch wide. 2 millimeters thick, but an inch wide. It is, again, it's another huge roll, and I think this is 10 meters. This, I'm going to just double check it when I write it up, but I think this is 10 meters. This works out at. It's huge, but this is the best foam tape I've ever used. It is great. So, and it is such a great adhesion that we use it to stick other things in the house. Not just for cards. It will last you forever. I've still got mine here, and I've had this for about a year, and I've still got this much left. It's incredible. I love it. And this was a sample piece that I was given, like I say, about a year ago, and as soon as I started using it, I knew I had to have it in the shop. It's taken us a while to get it here, but it's here now. So, so yeah. The postage is a little more expensive for this item. We've had to do that because it is more expensive for us to send. Because it's huge. So if you do order something from us and you add this to your basket, your postage will go up accordingly based on the size of this, because it is a big one, but it's an investment that you will absolutely, it'll be worth it. It really will. Like I say, I swear by it, and I use it all the time. So, and like I say, I've sourced it specifically because I love it. And the final little bit of goodies that I've got for you, I think you're going to really enjoy these. These will go so well with the release this time around, and with future releases, of course. So we have introduced over the last sort of probably 6 months more embellishment mixes. We've got enamel dots, and we've got shaker makes. We've had some of our clear bubbles. We've had sequins. so we're obviously we're trying to build up a nice little bit of a stash for you of things that are going to coordinate really well with your creations. And the Love You Lots shaker mix is one that is already in the shop. You've seen me use this quite a bit, and I've restocked this because we were out of stock of this one. I haven't labelled these up yet because again they are so new. I haven't got the labels for you to see, but you can see what's in there from the picture here. It is a really lovely set of just really small little hearts in the range of colours, perfect for your Valentine's shakers. We've also got, so we saw some more for you, we've got these little candies. So these are like your little candy sweets. Goes perfectly with the Stitched Hearts die that we brought you. Bear with me, the cat wants to get out. She's been quiet as a mouse all that time, haven't you? Bless you. Out you go. So these are going to be really great for filling in your shakers, or just for adding little embellishments around the edge of your cards. So that one's going to be in the shop from tomorrow. This one, I know you guys are going to love this one. This is one of my favourites. So these are little avocados, and they've got little hearts in their stomachs instead of the round stones. I wished I'd thought of that. I didn't, but yeah, they're just so cute. I'm just going to try and bring them a little bit closer to the screen so that you can see them. Aren't they adorable? So they're going to go with, obviously, with the avocado sentiments and stamps. So they'll be a really fun one. This is a really fun one as well. It's got a real good mix of different things. Obviously, the larger kind of, what would you call them? Like beads, although they don't have holes in them. They're going to be a little bit larger to perhaps go in your shaker cards. So you may want to not use those in your shakers. But these little bits here with the hearts, I absolutely adore those pieces. I think they're going to make great embellishments on the front of your cards. And then teamed with these other little bits of like little, what would you call those? They're just little tubes, and then your little snowflakes are just going to look really, really adorable in a shaker. So a really fun one, that one. And I love the fact that it's got the gold in there as well. Just makes it look a little bit more, I don't know, just a bit more expensive and a bit more extravagant. I love that. Confetti, that's the word. That's a good word. Sprinkles, confetti. I couldn't think of the words. Sharon says she missed most of your live, but we'll go back and rewatch. Yes, that's the beauty. You can go back and rewatch. And then this little packet here has got some little bits of Happy Mail in it. So these are little envelopes with little smiley faces on, and then a flurry of hearts coming out of them. So again, I'm going to just bring them a bit closer. You can see their little cute faces. Aren't they adorable? Sorry, I'd bring them in the middle a little bit more. Cute, aren't they? So, love them. So I can see those going with our Happy Mail stamp set really well. And then the final one, this was an interesting one. I wasn't sure about these ones because we don't really do Easter stamp sets as such. However, we do have some bunnies and different critters that would work for Easter. And Easter will be with us before we know it, so I wanted to get these in nice and early when I was ordering the rest, so that if you are making any kind of Easter themed cards, that these are going to be ready and waiting for you. So they've got the different coloured sprinkles, they've got some little bunnies, they've got some bunnies with faces on, they've got some Easter eggs. I mean, it's those lovely Easter candy pastel colours that are perfect for that time of year. So again, I'll bring this closer. Cute. Just loads of really cute little elements. Look at the little bunnies. Can you see those? Really cute. Sharon says it would be nice to have a sprinkle set with crosses, boulders and an Easter lily. That's a very specific set of sprinkles. I've not seen anything like that in my travels, but I will keep an eye out. Julie says she doesn't really make Easter cards, however she needs them. I know that Easter cards isn't something that I normally do, but I think having that combination of those colours with the sprinkles, I just think that they would make a nice spring collection. So they don't necessarily have to be about Easter, but for spring cards I think they're going to really work. So I think that's it. I think that is it. I think we've covered everything. I know it's obviously we've gone through it in quite a bit of detail, but I know you guys do like that. If you obviously if you've missed any of it, you can go back and watch this afterwards once the live is finished and Facebook has finished doing what it needs to do. It will be available for you to watch. I mean, this is such a great release. I've absolutely loved playing with it. There will be lots of examples coming up and in the lives and from the design team over the coming weeks. It's going to be a while until the next release now, so you know, it's a good time for you to get hold of these and really play with them and spend some time with them. And please do join us for that Instagram and blog hop tomorrow for a chance to win more lovely goodies and prizes from Time for Tea. Thank you so much everyone for all of the lovely messages and kind words. It does sound like everybody's really loving what they're seeing, and I'm so pleased that you've been able to join me. Julie says, wow, amazing, thank you. I aim to rewatch especially the beginning part with sound. Yeah, because you couldn't listen to me. Chibon says she loves it all. Raina says, fab release. Laura says, thank you for lovely designs. Oh, you're all so kind. I'm so grateful to you guys. Not, you know, I couldn't do any of this if it wasn't for you guys supporting me. So I'm really thrilled that you're loving what you're seeing. Claire can't wait to shop, and Petra says thanks for showing everything. You're more than welcome, guys. I'm going to let you all go. I've still got quite a bit to do to prepare for the release tomorrow, and it's already getting late, so I'm going to leave you all for this evening, and no doubt I shall see you all again really soon. See you soon, guys. Bye.